When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
The following letters were written by our troops.
My dear fellow Americans, I truly appreciate your support. I was starting to wonder if people had forgotten about us over here, but then one of my buddies showed me this website, and now as tears are streaming down my face, I can see for sure that you haven't. Private Emily B., U.S. Army.
It's so heartwarming to see the American people not letting the men and women of the armed forces be forgotten. Your letters make a group of grown men, battle-hardened and gruff, act like a bunch of kids around a Christmas tree. Thanks. Staff Sergeant Matthew H., U.S. Army.
Your support may be the most important thing our troops can carry with them. But don't take our word for it. Take theirs. To show your support, visit americasupportyou.mil. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Defense and the Ad Council.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals. Because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge. You've got to compare apples to apples, oranges to oranges, all that kind of wonderful stuff. Because if you don't, basically all you're going to do is you're not going to get the right information. It's not going to do anything for you. It's just going to mislead you. And people are going to have all these, these wonderful thoughts about what should be or can be done to change the meme when the meme is basically a lie. That's all there is to it. When it comes right down to it, when they do these types of memes, and they're done on purpose, by the way. And I'm not saying the left are the only ones that do these types of memes. The right does them as well. But you have to be careful and make sure that you're comparing apples to apples, not apples to oranges, because when it comes to all this wonderful technology that we supposedly have, we have for energy creation. Yeah, look, I'm just as green as the next regular guy. I would love to be able to have green energy creation. Look, YouTube is full of how people can do it themselves. Various methods. Now, see, my only take is if only out of all the different methods out there, if only 10% of them actually really worked, that's huge. So why aren't we focusing on trying to figure out which of those alternative energy methods? I mean, there's the perpetual magnetic engine. I don't even know if that works. Now, supposedly there's a few people out there that are touting these perpetual motion or perpetual magnetic energy generators that supposedly are generating all the energy needs for their home. And to put it in basic perspective for you, basically what it is, it's an electric motor, pretty much, and they've wired this electric motor in such a configuration, with all the wires, the copper wires and so forth, and they put magnets, powerful magnets in there, and then they set this thing spinning, and because of the spinning motion and the magnets keep it perpetually in motion, it's supposed to produce energy, and it never stops. Now, I don't know if that works or not, but that I've seen a couple of videos from some people in Australia that claim to have one, out in the West Coast that claim to have one, some guy I think down in Pennsylvania that claimed to have one, but none of this stuff seems to, and they actually sell plans for you to make one yourself, but I never see any of this stuff get to the mainstream. So does it really work? I don't know. I mean, what we hear about is what the wonderful politicos and big business types want us to hear about. What do we hear about? Well, wind energy and solar. Well, both on a grid type of system are extremely expensive. I mean, if you want to, all this notion of, put solar panels on your roof, I'd love to do that, but they're extreme. If I wanted to put solar panels on my own home, you were talking $30,000 to $50,000. And if you it's I know you can get subsidies and grants and that kind of stuff from the government, and that's still gonna only bring the cost by half at most. So you're still spending $15,000 to $20,000 out of pocket. And it's not 100% reliable. By that I mean, if you're in the north, winters can be pretty bad on a solar system. It only works if light hits it. Well, you get snow up there on your roof, and that sort of blocks the light. And then, of course, you have the wind turbines, and I know the big giant ones, I mean, those things are really expensive as well. And in a lot of communities, you can't put your own little mini windmill on your property. For whatever reason, I guess they're just too damn ugly, according to these people. I don't know. I mean, if I wanted to put a small windmill up on my property, I'd dare them to try to stop me. But again, they only work when the wind's blowing. And I know that there are some models out there that claim to work in wind as low as 3 miles per hour. But most, I think, need a 7 or 10 mile per hour wind in order to and it's got to be constant in order for it to work and generate any kind of power. And those systems still, they tend to fall short of what an entire household needs to run. But yeah, it would be kind of great if everybody had one. If every individual home had one out there, it would cut our need for, big central power generating stations. It would cut them significantly. I agree. But at what cost? Don't get me wrong. I believe that there are alternative sources of energy out there that we haven't figured out yet. Maybe it is solar. We just haven't figured out how to do it most efficiently yet. We can get there, but not if we don't let the market do it. Because if you keep on with these stupid government subsidies and grants, the price is going to remain artificially high. There isn't going to be a big rush to try to have a major breakthrough. One of the things with, electric cars, the major auto industry, all of them, they hem and haw and they drag their feet and they blame that, we don't have battery technology that'll work. And they didn't work on the battery technology very hard or very often. And they just kept saying, it's just not. And all of a sudden, one of them decided, why don't we do something called a hybrid? And the Prius took off. And now all of a sudden, all the major auto manufacturers, they have at least one hybrid. And it wasn't government that did it. It was the industry seeing that something was viable and they could make a profit on. And they could make something that consumers would want. Look, you see, this stupid Prius is all over the place. I'm not a huge fan of the Prius. I'm not saying the car doesn't work. There are a lot of people very happy with it. I'm saying the reason behind it is flawed. But you're going to have people make memes out there saying, yeah, this country, all they have is Priuses running around and they don't have any gas pollution. Blah.